Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing my last pregnancy update. I am 39 weeks today. My due date is next Thursday, June the 6th. And yeah, I'm going to be updating you guys on weeks 34 to 38 because like I said, I just turned 39 weeks today, so there's not really anything I can update you guys for weeks 39. But anyways, without rambling on too long, I don't want to make this video super long. I'm just going to get straight to the point. So we're going to start with 34 weeks. At 34 weeks, we had our baby shower, and if you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it above so you guys can go ahead and watch that one. It was super intimate. We didn't have a lot of people there, which was perfectly fine with me. We just had a couple of family members there, and we got everything that we needed. We're completely prepared for our baby now, so that made me feel a lot better after the baby shower. I started getting really emotional because I realized everything was getting closer. Like, we got prepared, we set up the nursery, we got all the clothes, got all the diapers, everything like that, the car seat, all of that. So I was getting really emotional that the baby could come at any time. I was still in college at the time. It was like finals week, so yeah. And the last thing I put was I got sick this week, and I got really tired after I got sick. And this was like the second or third time that I got really sick during my pregnancy, and it was kind of like a cold type of sickness, and I just could not shake it. It just seemed like I just wanted to sleep all the time because I got sick. But moving on to 35 weeks. At 35 weeks, I put that I started experiencing Braxton Hicks. And I only had these like one day. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. I woke up to go and use the bathroom, and my stomach was like crampy. And I went back to sleep. And then at 7:30 in the morning, I woke up again and had the cramping again. But it only lasted for about 10 minutes. Like, I had a total of like 3 crampy, and then it stopped, and then cramp again type of thing. I'm not sure if that was Braxton Hicks because I only had them that one day, so I don't know. But at 35 weeks, I put baby hiccups. I've been feeling my baby have the hiccups since I started feeling her move in general, but it seemed like when I turned 35 weeks, she's had the hiccups every single day. And when I say every day, I mean one time a day she would have the hiccups, and she still to this day, every day I'll eat something or drink something and she'll just be up in there, hic, hic, hic. So I don't know. I also put that I had a decrease in appetite, which my whole pregnancy I felt like my stomach was a black hole. Every time I seen something, I just wanted to eat. But once I turned 35 weeks, my appetite went down a lot, and I really had to force myself to eat, or I would get like really tired or lightheaded. So I still had to eat something, but I didn't have that overwhelming desire to eat everything that I seen. I also craved sweets, and instead of something specific, I put everything that I had craved. So I craved honey buns, which isn't new, ice cream, I craved cake, and also Star Crunches. Now, this isn't weird for me only because I've had a sweet tooth ever since I had teeth, ever since I was a little kid. But once I got pregnant, I noticed that my baby didn't like sweets as much as I did. So she seems to only like spicy and salty and savory foods, and it's like rare for me to want something sweet, which is really weird because I have a high sweet tooth. I also craved root beer, which again, I think I mentioned this in another pregnancy update. I don't usually drink soda, or specifically dark sodas. If I do drink soda, it'll be like a Sprite, something like that, or like a Fanta. But I craved root beer. Like, every day I wanted a root beer, and it was good. Moving on to 36 weeks, the first thing again, I put root beer. So that craving is something that I have not been able to shake. Even today, 39 weeks, I still want root beer. Like, every single day I want root beer. Just tastes so good. I also had a return of my heartburn, and I haven't been wanting ice cream, so I've just kind of been suffering. I've been drinking water, so that kind of helps a little bit, or I'll eat some crackers. But it seems like whenever I first wake up in the morning, I'll still have the heartburn, so I'm not sure why that's happening. But yeah, it's never fun to have heartburn. So this is when I first had my this was my first pelvic exam on May the 9th when I was 36 weeks. And my doctor told me that my cervix was all the way closed. It was 0 centimeters and it was long, but it was soft. But he didn't give me like a percentage or anything like that. He just said that my cervix was closed, long, and soft. And that was 36 weeks, so I wasn't really worried about that. That means I still have time to, you know, get moving and try and get the baby to come out. Oh, and I actually have a funny story about this. It's not really funny because it wasn't funny in the moment. I was really traumatized and I went and told everybody about this. So all my females out there, my female viewers, if you've ever had a, what are they called? A pelvic exam, but not really for pregnant women. Like when you go to the gynecologist and they check out your vagina, they put like that scoping tool up in there. And that was my second time in life, I think, getting that. The first time is when I first found out I was pregnant and they just went ahead and asked me if I wanted to be checked for, you know, everything they check you for, and I said yes. This was my second time. So my doctor, my nurse handed my doctor the scoping tool after she had sanitized it, and when he was like, okay, take a deep breath, whatever, and they put the scoping tool in there and it was hot, like 90 degrees hot, and I was like, ooh, why? And I was like, why is this so hot? And the nurse comments in the back,
oh my gosh, I usually use cold water, but today I used hot water.
You guys, I was scarred for life after that. And I did not know that that was a one-time thing. I thought every time I went to go do a pelvic exam that they would do that, but that was only for that one appointment. But I still was scarred for life. That thing burnt me. It felt like they burnt all my insides out when they did that. And the doctor was just like, he just looked at the nurse like, really? Like, you used hot water? I would have rather it been cold than hot. And it was hot. So yeah, moving on. So still at 36 weeks, I put that I was experiencing pelvic pressure. And what I mean by pelvic pressure, it feels like my uterus is trying to fall out of my body. That's what I put. It felt like my baby, her head was like right there on the opening of my vagina. And whenever I walked around, it felt like she was trying to fall out of me. Like, it was that painful. I felt like I had to close my legs like this when I walked. It was so painful. And there was one day that I was off of work, that I was at home, and I felt like I could not get out of the bed. Like, it hurt that bad. And that's something I've been experiencing since 36 weeks, and I've been experiencing it ever since then. It also hurts for me to roll over in bed in the middle of the night, like rolling from side to side, switching sides. I still feel it. It's like in my back, in my pelvis, in my hips, all of that hurts. So when I turned 36 weeks, I actually had 2 pelvic exams because my doctor had to reschedule one. So I went in on a Thursday, and that's when they told me my cervix was 0 centimeters. It was long and it was soft. And then I came back the next Tuesday, and they told me that my cervix was still 0 centimeters, but I was at 50% effaced. And that my baby had also started to come down a little bit, so my cervix was shorter, but it was still long. So yes, now that's, oh, and then I also started to experience swollen ankles for the first time in my whole pregnancy. My ankles look like elephant ankles. Like, it looks really bad. And it's weird because I don't really stand all day. I don't do a lot of walking. When I was at work, I would literally clock in and sit down and just like help my customers when they came in, and my ankles were still swollen. Even just sitting down for like 8 hours a day, they were swollen. By the time I came home and took my shoes off, my ankles were just swollen. So that was something new. And I also put that I experienced acne, and I don't know where that came from. This whole pregnancy has been smooth. My skin's been glowing, my hair's been glowing, it's been long. Like, I just been feeling good overall. But randomly, when I turned 36 weeks, my whole side of my face right here just started breaking out like crazy. And it wasn't like pimples, they're like black marks just all over the side of my face. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, where is this coming from? It was horrible. But I mean, it's cleared up a little bit, but now I just have the scars left over from the acne, which I don't really care about scars as much as the acne themselves, because it's like, I don't know, I don't care. So moving on to 37 weeks, this is when I had my 3rd pelvic exam, and my doctor said that I was almost 1 centimeter, like he could barely put his finger into my cervix. and I was 50% effaced. This was on May the 21st. So from May the 14th to the 21st, I went from 0 centimeters to 1 centimeter, or like 0.5, like almost, I would just say I was 1 centimeter. And I also started to experience soreness in my hips. Again, that goes back with the pelvic pressure. Yeah, there's not much to say about that. It was just sore, pelvic pressure, the cervix, and I also put swollen ankles again. And again, once I turned 36 weeks, that's been an ongoing battle. So no change there. So once I turned 38 weeks, I had another doctor's appointment scheduled for Tuesday. I'm supposed to go every single Tuesday, but this time we had transportation issues and I was not able to go to my doctor's appointment, which was a real bummer because I started trying to induce my labor a little bit by doing like little stuff like walking and such, which in last week's video I already talked about this. But yeah, I started doing little things to try and induce my labor, and I wanted to see if there was any change in my cervix. But I go next Tuesday, and hopefully, fingers crossed, my doctor gives me some good news like, oh, your cervix is all the way thinned out, or I'm like 80% and you're like 2 centimeters, something. I'm trying to think positive thoughts. And if the baby does not come before Thursday, we're going to go ahead, me and my fiance have already decided we're going to go ahead and get induced on her due date, June the 6th, 2019, because I do not want to go over my due date because I get 6 weeks maternity leave at my job, and I do not want to go, I don't want to, my maternity leave starts on the day of her due date, June the 6th. So if I go over that, then it's like I have less time with her before I have to go back to work, if that makes any sense. Working mama. I also craved dill pickle chips, and I still today want some dill pickle chips because I haven't had it. It seems like whenever I do have a craving, I'll keep craving that until I've, you know, been able to satisfy the craving, and I haven't had any dill pickle chips. So yeah. So my next craving was seafood. So my birthday is this upcoming Sunday, June the 2nd is my birthday, and me and my fiance wanted to make sure that we got to celebrate my birthday before the baby came, and she might come on my birthday, you never know. So I decided that I wanted to go out to eat, and we walked around a little bit around the mall area, and I wanted to go to Joe's Crab Shack because I have been craving their crab nachos. If you've never tried the crab nachos from Joe's Crab Shack, I highly recommend it. It is so good. But yeah, usually me and my fiance will get like one thing of crab nachos, like it's a big tray, and we would share it and then get like an entree. But literally this time we went to Joe's Crab Shack, we both got our own set of crab nachos, and that's all we ordered. Literally was just the nachos, and ate that and still had some to take home. So I craved seafood when I turned 38 weeks. I craved the crab nachos, I craved catfish, fish sticks, and shrimps. Like, I was eating that every single day. I was frying me some catfish nuggets every day and dipping it in hot sauce. I was making fish sticks with french fries and eating that every day. Like, and shrimp. Just loved seafood. Okay, and my last update for you guys for 38 weeks is I have been extremely exhausted. My mom says it's probably because of the heat. Like, it's been like 90 degrees for the past couple of days, and I've been working, but like I said, I haven't been doing anything extra. Like, since it was my last week and I'm like going on maternity leave, I've just been going to work and sitting down and drinking water and helping my customers when I need to. But it's just the being outside in the heat in general just drains me automatically. As soon as I walk outside, I'm like, ugh, I just want to sleep. So basically what's been happening is, when I'm at home, I will wake up, eat something, and go back to sleep. And even if I don't want to go to sleep, I just fall asleep anywhere. Like, even if I'm like, oh, I'm not tired, I will literally fall asleep, then wake up 5 hours later and be like, what day is it? But yeah, I feel like I've also am doing that because my body's trying to prepare me for when the baby comes, because I'll probably just wake up, eat, feed her, and then go back to sleep until I get like my energy and strength back. But I've also been having horrible insomnia, and I don't know I don't really know what insomnia is all the way. I know that it affects people to where they can't fall asleep, but I've been able to fall asleep fine. It's just I'll wake up in the middle of the night to go use the bathroom at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I can't go back to sleep until like 8 o'clock in the morning. Then I'll sleep, wake up, eat, and you know, it's like a vicious cycle like that.
Wake up, eat, fall asleep, wake up, eat, fall asleep, wake up, use the bathroom, can't sleep for a couple hours, and I'll just crash randomly.
So yeah, these last couple weeks have not been the greatest, but I'm really excited to meet my baby. I'm so ready to have her so that I just have something. I don't know, I feel impatient. I'm trying to be patient, because if she's not ready to come out, I'm not going to force her to come out until, you know, it's dangerous. But yeah, I'm just ready to have her now and just, I don't know, start our lives, actually do stuff, like go out with the stroller and walk around, all of that. But yeah, guys, this was my last pregnancy update, because like I said, I'm 39 weeks today. The baby can come anytime between today and next Thursday, June the 6th. So I figured I won't have anything else to update you guys on really. But when I do go to my doctor's appointment on Tuesday, I will update you guys. If I don't say anything, I'll insert a screen after this clip to let you guys know what my doctor said and what we're doing. And hopefully in the next video, you will either see my birth vlog, my labor and delivery vlog, and then I'm planning on doing a birth story to go more in depth. But just give me some time, because I'm a first-time mom, and I don't think I'm just gonna rush to upload a video, because this is a hobby for me. This is not, I don't get paid to make YouTube videos yet. But yeah, this is all for fun. If you guys want to see my beautiful baby whenever she comes out, and you want to be a part of our journey, make sure you subscribe to us. You comment and let me know what you like about my videos, what I should change, what you would like to see, all of that down below. I love all the constructive criticism. Like I said, this is just for fun, but one day it might be something more. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you made it all the way to the end, please leave me a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends and family. And at the end of this, I'm gonna have my last bump shot. My baby has dropped a lot. Like, my stomach was up high. She was all up in my rib cage. And now my stomach has dropped a little bit, to where, not a little bit, but enough to where the top is really squishy where her butt used to be. So I know she's dropped. So yeah, fingers crossed she comes in the next couple days. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye.